my 3 quick tips for editing are all basically in one. When I talk to kids about editing, I talk to them about the 3-step process of editing. And the way to approach it for me is you read a story, you read your work for story, you read your work for sentences, and then you read your work for full stops. So what I mean by that is when you read for story, you're looking at the structure of your story. Is there a beginning, a middle, and an end? Does it make sense? Do your characters actually do things in your story? You'd be surprised how many times kids will write a story and nothing happens. So you're basically looking at the overall picture of your story. Then you go through and you read it for sentences. Have I used the best possible word that I can use? Are my sentences varying in length, or are they all 5 words long, or are they all way too long? And you're going to go through, and that's basically the premise of a copy edit, which is the second part of any sort of getting a story published. And then the last read is what I call the full stops read, and it is the proofread. And this is where you look at, are the full stops in the right place? Have you put your commas in? Punctuation and grammar. And I always say to kids that the best way to look at punctuation and grammar is not that it's boring, although, it can be, but it's actually helping your reader to decode your story. It is helping them to get the message exactly as you want them to have it. So go through, make sure your spelling's right, make sure your full stops are in the right spot, and make sure that they can read the story as you wrote it.